There's not much magic left in the world. Men chose science, logic, and facts as their interpretation of the unknown. Monsters and myth were relegated to fantasy, and the heroes of old were forgotten. Mankind had evolved, somewhat. Their violence was marginally mitigated by millennia of war, terror, and mayhem. The fact that humanity had the means to end all life on our Earth tempered their warlike nature. Wars became much smaller and local, but heartbreaking nevertheless. Modern humanity strove for peace among nations, yet it always seemed to be just out of reach. Iris Anderson was an anthropologist specializing in early Mesopotamian cultures. She had visited the Middle East many times and was booted from the country twice. The first time was as a young student of her 20s during the first Iraq War. The second time was 12 years later during the second Iraq War.
I don't give a shit what your colonel said, Sergeant. I have 3 years of work left in that cave, and I need to retrieve it before I evacuate. We're talking millions of dollars in data and equipment that can't be replaced.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have my orders. We cannot accompany to your dig site. We've been ordered back to the front to pick up recon duties. I can't even lend you one of my men.
Fine. Wonderful. Can I take the bloody truck?
Ma'am, the colonel didn't say anything about equipment, and I'll be quite frank with you. I'm more afraid of you than I am of him.
I just said means yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You can also take our interpreters, Mustafa and Jassim, just in case you run into any angry locals.
Had you, Sergeant. And Sam, be safe.
Thank you, Nam. You too. All right, people, let's pack it up. Mustafa and Jassim, you're with Professor Anderson and our people. Everyone else with me.
So are we good? Can we collect what's left of our work?
Yeah. The sergeant said he's more afraid of me than the colonel, so we're in.
What about the truck?
Through either generosity or sheer terror, he's going to lend us the truck. We need to get our asses over the cave ASAP, load up, and get the hell out. Any questions?
No,
Professor.
We are returning to the cave, lady?
Yes. We need to collect as much equipment as we can, and of course all the data recorders.
Yes, lady.
Is there anything else I need to know about the cave and its surroundings? Like,
Yes, lady.
are any of Saddam's men around there?
There have not been any here in a month. Most adult men and soldiers are at the border with Kuwait.
Thank the Lord for small favors. All right, let's get moving. Jake and Mustafa with me. There's one last thing I want to check at the back of the cave. The rest of you get this equipment loaded up. Anything with data on it has priority.
Yes, Professor.
Yes, Professor.
Mustafa, stay here and gather up our data recorders. Jake, you're with me. I have something I want to show you. I found something a few days ago and didn't get to tell anyone because of the bloody invasion.
What the hell?
After a quick review of the cuneiform text on the door, it appears his name translates to Dracos Dragruel.